What's good, everyone? It's Anthony Farrell. We are back with another video. Today we are doing some beauty editorial work. We are going to do two looks. I kind of already have an idea of what I want to do as far as how I want them to look lighting wise in my head. Just a little bit of breakdown of about the setup that I'm going to be using. Today I'm actually using continuous light instead of strobes. Other thing is, as far as camera and setup, we're going to be using my Sony A7IV, and my lens of choice for today is most likely going to be my macro lens. It's my 105 from Sigma, and lights, pretty much everything is going to be from Amaran, just because I can control everything from my phone. I might even give you a breakdown as I'm doing that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get set up. This isn't where I'm going to be shooting at. We're actually going to be back behind here, but I want to do this before I get started. So let me go ahead and get to setting up, and then once the model arrives, we'll get started. Okay, so before we actually get started, and I know I've said that before, but hear me out. I need a little bit of help. If you watch these videos and you really do enjoy them, let me know what I can do better. Any critiques, what you like, what you don't like. I'm open to it all, just because I want to keep giving you guys this content, but at the same time I need it to be inspirational and educational, basically to the growth and development of other creatives like myself, just because I want to build a community here. With that being said, if you want to reach out to me directly, you can. My Instagram is linked below. You can DM me there. You can find my email, all of that. You can find it. It's out there. It's public knowledge. Other thing to note, I want to thank a couple people that made this shoot possible. For me, I really enjoy working with other local artists and creatives, and I do my best to try to incorporate those people. So the studio owner, basically the studio that we shot at for this video, Blank Canvas Studio here in Dallas. So if you're ever in Dallas and you're looking for a studio, I'll have a link down below for that as well. But the owner, his name is Derek. Derek shot a lot of the BTS for this video, and he made this a lot smoother process for me, and I'm very thankful. So yeah, if you're looking for a studio space here in Dallas, check out Blank Canvas. Other thing to mention, the jewelry that you see in this video is absolutely amazing, and I have to thank Alexis. She is the owner of And Made by Hand Jewelry. And as the name suggests, these are handmade pieces that are, as I said before, they are stunning. If you're wondering if you can have any of these pieces, that you can obtain them, it is possible, and I will have her site linked below as well. Feel free to support another local business here in Dallas. But yeah, with that being said, I think last thing, there are a couple clips in this video that may or may not, be overexposed, and that's on me. I should have checked camera settings as I was changing lights. I thought the camera was on auto, but it was not. So please don't come at me in the comments. I do know how to work a camera. My bad. I'll do better in the future, but please enjoy the video, and now let's get to it. All right, so we are all set up. Sorry, this light is bright. I'm sorry, I see how you feel now. So right now we're starting with the first look. Pretty simple. It's two lights. We have our key light right here, and we have a kicker light that's on the backdrop behind me. As I mentioned before, we are using continuous light. So I do have some ambient light that's kind of spilling in, but I'm compensating just by raising my my exposure to really compensate for the backdrop. I want to make sure that that is as white as possible, and then I'm adjusting my key light to get her where her exposure should be. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. How are you feeling, Bree?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get this look going, and I'm ready for y'all to see this.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fun. So by the way, I know you probably recognize her from our original one light setup video. So shouldn't be any stranger to you, but I'll have socials linked below for you. Let's get started. And because I practice what I preach, I'll make sure I get a color card. You're just going to hold this out straight in front of your face. And Yeah. We literally just want to make sure that our colors are where I want them to be. So the one thing that I will say is that I wish I could shoot at a higher aperture, but since it's continuous light, I'm kind of like, I have my limitations. I know, don't look at me. It's bright. Love that. Good. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm pushing Bree closer to the backdrop because I want to see the shadow from the hard light. So it should be a fairly hard shadow on the backdrop, just to kind of give it a different appeal. And then also that allows me to kind of drop down to just one light instead of using two. If I do use a second light, then it may be to accent like color, but we'll see from there. So we're gonna scoot you right here. Good. I love the facial expressions. Very nice. Just because I might want something a little moody. A little. So.
Make them more intense.
A little bit. Don't look at it. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
Oh snap! Oh, I love that light.
Yeah, I know it's bright. Here, I'm gonna stand on this side because I'm gonna need more light. So what I did in this situation, I still have two lights going. Key light right here is giving me all of the fill on the face, but I actually have a secondary light over here to the side, which is, I'm using green for the color. And that's kind of giving me the accent off the back, but it's also accenting off of her skin just a little bit, just to kind of play with the green that we have in the makeup. This is really simple. This is essentially still the same first setup, but I just changed the color of this and the intensity of this one and the intensity of this one, and now I got two different looks. Another reason why I enjoy shooting with continuous light rather than strobes, because if this was a strobes, this would have been a whole situation. So I think we're gonna do a few more shots and then we're gonna get to the second look. So. All right, so we just finished the first look. For those last images you just saw, if you're wondering how I got the doubling of her face, I'm using a filter from Prism Lens Effects. Really dope filters. They have a lot of different ones. I may use them again for this next portion of the shoot. We're gonna move into the second look. It's gonna be a little bit more dramatic, which if you already thought the first look was pretty good, this one's gonna be fire. So I'm gonna do something really moody. It's gonna be really dark. Not super dark, but we're gonna incorporate some more colors and kind of give it like a filmic look, if that makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and set up for that. It's probably not gonna be a lot of moving around, just because, like I said, when you're using continuous lights, it's really just changing colors, intensity, maybe a modifier, and you're good. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'll see you in a sec. So the unsung hero of this whole shoot right here is Sammy. She is doing makeup. She's putting these looks together. Sammy is a longtime friend. We have been working together for years. I think almost a decade, coming up close on it. But yeah, a lot of people don't see this part of the experience, but she does amazing. Look at just all of this. Okay, so we're here with our second look. This one is a little bit more complex. There are 3 lights, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna break them down, starting with our key light. Key light is technically this one right here. It has a spotlight attachment on it, which is giving you your light that you see right here. And then we have over here, this tail light has a Fresnel on it. And the Fresnel is basically giving you the backdrop. And then this one right here is really cool. I'm using a grid and we're just putting this on the shoulder just to give her a pop of contrast with the gold that goes very well with the teal, but as well as the earrings, just to kind of give it a little bit of shine. Now, another thing that I'm doing that you're not seeing is actually on my camera. So I have a few filters on it. So I'm gonna break them down. First filter is a Cine Bloom from Moment. I think I'm using the 10%. And then, matter of fact, let me grab my camera. If you can see, I'm kind of stacked right now. So I have some step up rings, but here we have the red one is a Cine Bloom. This is kind of giving me a little bit of bloom, but it's more subtle. I also have a Prism Dreams effect filter on here, which is giving me a lot more bloom, and it kind of gives me that dreamy look. And then there's also a Starburst filter on here, which is gonna give me some sparkles when it comes to the jewelry. So that's how I'm creating this look. So you may think this is coming like from Photoshop, but really most of the work is done right here in camera. If you can get it in camera, do it in camera. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our second look. Also, shout out again to Sammy on makeup. Makeup looks amazing. Bree looks amazing. Bree is gonna kill it. So we're gonna do the second look, knock it out, and I'll walk you through it as I go. So yeah, for this one, I'm going for like a more dreamy approach. Really kind of filmic. I'll probably add some grain in post. Love that. And just that light that from behind you is coming across your chest gives me a really good, no, I like it. It looks really good. It gives me a nice contrast and fills in some of those shadows. Yeah, that looks really good. Good, hold it right there. Sorry. Good. That's good. Yeah, I like that side profile. Give me 1 second. All right, and then towards the camera. That's good. Perfect. Okay, you rolling? I know you're probably tired of me asking that question. All right, so we just wrapped up. How you feel?
Absolutely, incredibly amazing.
How you feel like the pictures look?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't mind him. Them pictures are fire. I can't wait for y'all to see them. They're absolutely amazing.
Okay. Okay. Well, it was definitely a pleasure. I'm not gonna keep this long. Everything I think went great. I did a lot of different setups really in a short amount of time just because I'm using continuous light. Once again, I can't say it enough. I love using continuous light because it's so easy just to change the mood with the flick of my hand. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to know more about, please let me know. This is a community. Until then, next time.
Bye.